The water cycle is a very fascinating occurrence that we experience every day, and it's so easy to understand. Here on BraxTech Ed, we are talking about the ins and outs of the water cycle. Let's get started. Let's start with the first step of the water cycle. The sun's heat makes water turn from a liquid to a vapor. This part of the water cycle is called evaporation. The water vapor then rises thousands of feet into the sky for the next step of the process. The second step of the water cycle is called condensation. Once the water vapor has reached the area when clouds form, the vapor starts to cool off. This is when it condenses, and then the water vapor turns back into liquid. This process also creates the clouds you see in the sky. As more and more water goes through the steps of the water cycle, more water is going to get in those clouds, and that leads us to the third step of the water cycle. And the third step is called precipitation. At this point, the clouds are being stuffed with water, and they can't hold it anymore. So what do? They just let it out. So then the water pretty much drops back down to the Earth's surface. But precipitation does not have to mean just rain. It can mean other things like snow, sleet, and hail. Once precipitation is complete, the fourth step occurs, and it's called runoff. Let's say we're in the mountains and it snows. Eventually that snow will melt back into water, and water flows much better than snow, so gravity will pull it down the mountain much easier. Once it's at the bottom of the mountain, it can flow into rivers, ponds, lakes, and even the ocean. And then at this point, the water is evaporated again and the cycle restarts. This pretty much proves the point that we've been drinking the same water people have been drinking 2,000 years ago. And sometimes this runoff water can seep into the ground. It flows all the way down to bedrock, and it can either go there in streams or collect in one big chunk of water. The underground water can actually be a plant's most important resource. This allows a plant to continue one of its processes, and this is called transpiration. Transpiration allows water to flow through the body of the plant. For example, the stem, leaves, flowers, and other parts of the plant. I hope you enjoyed today's video of BraxTech Ed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more educational videos like this. We'll see you next time.